Hello everyone, TMT Designs here, known as Thomas Turner, and today I'm going to show you how to use color grading in Adobe Premiere Pro CC, and you can check the basic color tutorial above about color correction tutorial right now. I'd recommend watching that first because that gives you an insight, and today we're just expanding on how to do a bit more professional look, and yeah, I hope this will help you, and stay tuned. Okay, so first of all I'm just gonna import some media. The better footage you have, the more better effects you can get. Like let's say if you've got 480p footage, it's not going to look as some 4K footage what I've got here. But anyway, yep, so this is just some random footage which I found online. There'll be a link in the description to the footage and download link. Okay, so here we go. As we can see here, it is nice footage, but in my opinion it does look a bit washed away. I'm gonna put rendering up on full, so I get to see the full graphics. So now let's just do this. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm gonna go File, New Adjustment Layer. First of all, I need to select both of these. One thing what I just forgot, new, and then we're going to create a new adjustment layer. So what this will do is just create a blank layer which we can put on top of the file, and as you can see it's just pretty much the same file. So I'm going to extend it, just extend this. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So we're just going to use this little bit of section. If you have different amounts of footage, like if you had different clips, I'd recommend using different adjustment layers. So as you can see, we're just going to edit the adjustment layer. So as you can see, there's about 2 or 3 different options. I'm going to double click on the adjustment layer, and as you can see here it says adjustment layer. There we go, it starts at 0, 0, 0, or there's this one. Yeah, so we're going to use the how can you tell which is which? Oh yeah, so we're going to use the master adjustment layer, because now if I remove this, why is it glitched? I don't know why it's glitching, but as you can see here, this is the video footage because it's audio, and if we click on the master adjustment layer above here, this is showing that there's no audio, because there's no audio on this adjustment layer. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is go to basic correction, and here there is a few little looks that we can add. They can look good, but today we are I'm not too sure if we're going to use them. For now I'm not, so I'm just going to edit the temperature a bit more cooler, or I can add the brightness. Yeah, I'm going to make it a nice summer's day, so I'm going to make it, and there's a bit more heat in the temperature. So now I'm going to leave the tint to 0. So we're not going to exposure. Yeah, a bit more down. With the exposure here, as we can tell, it's going to make the shadows look a bit more dim, and it's so the person who's watching can see the shadows compared to the non-shadows. As you can see here, once we're off the adjustment layer, there's a big difference, massive difference. So so far I think I'm just going to change, no, which one? Yeah, that must this is confusing me, to be honest. Yeah, so the master adjustment there. Okay, so let's carry on. Let's just have a little test. Yeah, so there we go. So now exposure. Ooh. I think I'm just gonna make it a bit more contrast, a bit more down. Some full stuff, highlights, not that many. contrast a bit more down as well. Control. Shadows. Whites. So this is just going to change the whites. Do I want it to be more bright, or do I want a bit, not too much. Blacks. Do I want it to be very dark? No. I want it so people can tell there's a difference. So I think just like that. So saturation. Do we want the colours to come out more or not? Yeah. Just not too much like this. That just looks very artificial. So I'm just going to scroll down, make it look very realistic. So I think just 100, I believe, is like the standard. That's 100. That's just how it was. I'm just want it a bit more brighter. Anyway, creative. Ooh, sorry. So now I've done the basic color correction. Here's the difference compared to that. You can tell it's more of a summer's day, and I think the tint could be removed a bit. So I'm just gonna remove the temperature. Yeah. So here I think it's looking very realistic. So now the creative section. Here we can do very similar stuff, but we can change it a bit more in depth. And we want to change this one, the Cinespace master. Alright, so the intensity. How intense do we want it? Alright, so they're not doing that much. Oh yeah, so here we go. So on this one, I'm going to leave it none, but you can use different effects once again, doing a different effect. But we're not going to use this, we're just going to use the adjustment layer by clicking on the adjustment layer here. We're not clicking on it and using it, we're just going to hover over it. But that doesn't matter, this is just showing vice versa really. Okay, so intensity, we want a bit more intense, the colours shine a bit more. Let's click play. Yeah, I think that's looking very nice, personally. Fade film, do you want it to look faded or not? Yeah, I'm going to leave it at this. Sharpen, do I want the... Alright, so here on the saturation, here we can add a tint if we want, or we can have a highlight tint. So let's say we want more purple, then we can have more purple. If we want it more blue, if we want it more green, we can do little stuff like that. I'm not going to do it on this tint balance. That's just like much of the tint. The curves, this is the most important section in my opinion when doing video editing, is to make sure that colors are that the ones what you want to stand out are standing out, and the ones which are left behind are all good. One thing that I've just realized, I think I want the more blacks, and I want a bit more less exposed. Yeah. I just felt like it was a bit washed away then. Can we zoom in? I just want to make this look a bit more better, to be honest. Contrast. Darks. Yeah, there we go. Whites. So now let me go to curves, and now let me go to the greens. I just want the greens to come out a bit. No, I'm in these greens. Oh, that's a bit too much in my opinion. Nope, nope. First of all, I think I'm going to go for the yellows. I'm just going to take the yellow out. Then I'm going to go to the greens. Just going to take the green out a tad more. And then for the blues, I'm going to do the same. So right now we can tell there's more contrast in the clip. It does look a bit more refreshed, a bit more modern. So the tire properties, we're not going to do anything there. Where is it gone? Oh. Yep, so there we go. So now we've been editing with the curves quite a lot. The RGB curves. What else? Yes. Oh yeah, so let me go back. And let me go back to the color effects. And as we can see here, we can change the villain chan. I cannot pronounce it, but this just allows us to change the overall look. So if we wanted to add more of this, we can add like more of a white around the edge, a bit more of a vintage look. Or do we want it to be dark? Yeah, I think the dark look. No, I think this does look very nice. There it does look a bit artificial, as we can see, so we just need to take it a bit out. There we can see a bit out. Midpoint, roundness, feather. It's just little sort of changes what it's creating. Here we can elaborate on the different colours even more than the curves. So on the yellow, do you want the yellow is to be dark or brown? So let's have a look. So we've got the yellow here. Do you want less of the yellow? Do you want the yellow to change? Do you want to be no yellow? There's just little different changes what you can create. Do you want it to be a black and white, or the yellow to be black and white? You see. The greens here, we just want this to go a bit more vibrant. So I can't remember what these stand for. I think it's, I cannot remember, but it's basically just an extra overlay of the colors to get more in depth. It's more for advanced editors, in my opinion. Yeah, but pretty much more advanced people use it. So here, shadows is the last option what I'm going to cover. So in the shadows, we can see if we want the shadows to be darker, so they stand out more, or do we want them to be lighter? So in here, I just want them to be a tad darker. So you can tell that there's a shadow, and you can tell that the sun's in the right hand side, but it's covering half of it from the trees behind. The midtones, do you want it to be lighter or darker? Pretty much. I want to get this nice HD look. Highlights should be. There we go. Curves, creative, basics, effects. There we go. So now if I click play, and if I go back here, so as you can see here, there's a massive difference. So that's looking very nice. I do like it a lot compared to that. Wow, here it looks very washed away, not that vibrant at all compared to here. Here we can tell the different colors and the different trees. This tree is more of a yellow tree, this trees are more of a yellow tree. You know what I mean? We can tell the differences. Yeah, we can tell the differences much more. So anyways, thanks for watching. I hope this has helped. If you want to know how to render this quickly and optimize it rapidly, click in the tutorial right now. There'll be a noise, bing, and out over there. Okay, so check that video out, and I hope this tutorial has helped you. Please comment, rate and subscribe. Comment for suggested videos, because they will help me out a lot. If you want some Adobe Suite videos or HTML videos, soon there'll be a web development series coming out, so stay tuned. I'm just in the process of making it and scheduling when to create it. But anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and see you in the next one.